Hey folks, I'm Cuz Strickland, and welcome to this episode of Tennessee Dirt, presented by Mossy Oak Properties Tennessee Land and Farm, a podcast dedicated to helping you find your favorite place. Each episode we'll talk about all things related to land ownership and conservation throughout the great state of Tennessee. And don't worry, there'll be plenty of hunting and fishing stories too. Our goal here is to help each of you live your best life in the Tennessee dirt.
Got to do this now? I've always wanted to do that.
Always been waiting.
I always wanted to do this. My name is Doug Kinser. I'm a affiliate broker with Mossy Oak Properties. Welcome to Tennessee Dirt, sponsored by Tennessee Farm and Land, Mossy Oak Properties. Glad to be here today. We're here today to talk about, this is my first podcast ever.
Oh, really?
Yes, y'all bear with me. Normally I was told to have notes, and I had notes, and then I didn't, they're not here.
So we've done more podcasts than you have on your podcast.
You don't need notes.
I certainly
don't
haven't.
need no
But luckily,
speaking
I'm
notes.
with a couple buddies that I've known for a long time, so y'all can take some of the pressure off. So, we're here today on location at Campbell Station Country Store and Restaurant.
Yep. If you hadn't been here, it's the greatest steak
my
in the Middle
goodness.
Tennessee area.
It's
So
unbelievable.
really
and
good.
tonight is that we're actually having the guide meeting for the
Tennessee Governor's Hunt.
Tennessee Governor's Hunt.
It's the Tennessee Governor's one-shot turkey hunts.
You know
April
what
12th.
year this is? This is like
25th year.
25. Whoa.
Yeah, 25 years, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
It's been going
And
on.
Johnny, you're the development director.
Right. I'm development director for Tennessee Wildlife Resources Foundation, which is a nonprofit set up to support the agency in 1999. And then in 2001, we started this Tennessee Governor Sundquist and Earl Bentz and Beverly Johnson and myself and a few others started this Governor's Hunt just to try to raise a little money for TWRA, and other states had it.
Yep.
And we've surpassed them. We've grown it into the biggest Governor's
one
Hunt,
now?
probably the largest hunting event in the Southeast now. So.
I remember the early days of it too. It's come on. I mean, you've come a long way. I mean, it's well run, and I have not introduced you yet.
Okay.
This is the brains of the operation. He's here for political opinions and whatever, anything technical. You're going to be this key Seagraves. But he's involved as well. I know when we go to the Governor's Hunt, you're in there helping welcoming people, and because Johnny, when you're there, you're running around.
Yeah.
You're
I
busy.
guess I'm the longest tenured volunteer.
Yeah, well,
is that
Keith
safe
and I,
to say?
it is. Keith and I have been friends since before we were born. Our parents were friends when we were born.
right,
So
that's right.
we've been hunting together, I guess, every year of our lives
Yeah.
since we've been able to hunt and shoot.
whether it was toad frogs or
Oh, yeah.
turkeys. So.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Facebook, I guess it was, the other night, and it popped up where y'all had a big load of frogs.
We got
Oh,
them
frog
bullfrogs
gigging.
that night.
It's hard to find those.
Yeah,
like
it
you
is.
used
But
to.
that's one of our, we do a little frog gigging
youth
tournament
hunt.
for kids, just
Do you
trying to
really?
get frog gigging back going. And we base it right here in Campbell Station. Another thing we do right here at Campbell Station, because they serve frog legs here.
Yeah.
So we in June we get the kids and have a bunch of kids come down. They eat frog legs and sun drop, and then we take them out frog gigging.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember growing up, I mean, we did that,
Yeah.
all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Our parents would drop us off.
Well, we just look for an excuse to be out at night.
Yeah. But it was wild because we didn't have phones then, and so they
that's
just
right.
drop us off. I remember many nights Mom and Dad would drop us over on Blue Springs Road, and we'd go out there and frog gig those ponds and Fountain Creek.
Go to the river.
And then we'd pick you up on Sunday evening, So times have changed a lot.
Yeah.
So certainly appreciate what all y'all have done. And what else you got going on? You got like
Well, we do a couple of things to raise money for conservation and do things. In fact, we have the conservation raffle, Tennessee Conservation Raffle. It is most states do a super tag raffle where they take their elk tag and different deer tags and stuff to raise money with. And so we do the same. We took it to another level. We have one elk tag that's part of this raffle. We have a President's Island deer tag. We have a Governor's Hunt turkey hunt that's in it, but we also have a Ford truck and some other things to kind of
RV.
it's gotten much bigger. In fact, it's the largest conservation raffle in the nation. So we raise About $2.5 million for conservation right here in Tennessee, and that's
all that
from
money goes right here
in Tennessee. That's for elk, for deer, right down to salamanders, whatever
Really?
it takes for whatever TWRA wants to use it for. And most of that, not most of it, but a lot of the money now is going to R3 projects. If people aren't familiar with R3 projects, it's recruitment, retention, and trying to get people back into this heritage that we love so much.
Yeah. I know it's I've known Johnny and Keith. I don't know. It's probably going on 50 years, I guess. And I know it's been a minute. Yeah. Just a little background. My dad had a store in Columbia, and it was a hunting and fishing store. And when he initially, my dad was a big fisherman, and he opened up the store because of the Columbia Dam.
Yep.
That was going to be a fishing store.
That's right.
And so
had a big map in there.
Yeah, had a big map of all the rivers and
Yeah.
the Tennessee River system and everything. And so when they shut the dam down, and we won't get off on that topic because that's kind of a sore subject, but
We still need water.
Yeah, we still need water, so
50
there
years
may
later.
be something there.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
I hear that that's not off the table. So.
Well, I hope. I
Yeah.
keep hearing it because we sure need water in this area. So.
But we had to kind of pivot, and the way we had to pivot, we had to okay, look, fishing's not, you got to sell a lot of hooks and sinkers and that sort of thing to pay the bills, and so we started looking at the hunting part of it. And Dad deer hunting was not huge then.
No.
I mean, it was if you went hunting then for deer and you saw a deer,
Yep.
you were doing good.
There were no turkeys then.
There were no turkeys. No. And so Johnny, we had to have someone that really, could kind of help bolster that hunting. And so Dad,
archery shop and
archery and everything. And so Dad had met this young kid with long hair and drove a Subaru Brat, and we found out that he'd paid for that Brat by selling by trapping her
Trapping,
furs, by trapping, and that was Johnny. And so Johnny hired on with us, and I remember he would take me hunting. And we'd have to go milk in the morning before we'd go to the woods, and we would camp out and back, out in the grass on the ground and wake up with frosting, but I have to work your farm.
Yep.
Your dad would, he
Had
wasn't
to
a
get-
hunter.
we had to get the chores done before we leave.
Chores done. That's right. That's right. But as far as the turkeys go, I guess it was 78. My first experience with turkeys was
Right. The NWTF and TWRA did a great job
Yep.
on the reintroduction of turkeys in
Jack
Tennessee.
Murray and those
Jack
guys.
Murray and Ed Penrod and those people. I mean, they did a unbelievable job, and we went from no turkeys to some pretty good pods of turkeys.
But it
So I guess
didn't happen fast enough. For
no,
us.
no, it didn't happen fast enough because they had to be released 5 years before you could hunt them.
That's right.
So in Hickman County, in that area, hit that 5 year mark around 1978. Am I correct on that?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
So I think the first year it opened was 78, 79. And we never seen turkeys unless you seen them from a distance there in Hickman County. You didn't see any Murray County, you didn't see any Giles County. And we were actually at Herky's and Ben Rogers Lee was asked to come in and do a little turkey seminar and talk to us and we talked about turkeys. We all dreamed about being able to have another species to hunt. And it was a really interesting thing to have him.
We were at the right age. We were eat up with the calling.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything turkey hunting. We just didn't have a turkey to hunt.
That's right.
He had those, like, you couldn't get away with it now, but he had those mouth calls were made of lead. You couldn't. I remember, and I'd have one of those mouth calls. My mouth, lead. Today that'd be frowned on.
But we'd go to school with it leaving our mouth all day.
Well, that's how that's how I knew, because I've worked in schools for quite a bit in my other career, and that's how I knew turkey hunting had kind of come around, because when I was in high school, I could take a mouth call and I'd sit in the back of the class and I would do a turkey yelp, and they didn't nobody know what that was. They had any idea what's that sound coming from. Some of the teachers too. Y'all both did.
And Doug got good at it. He got good at it.
At a young age, how old were you when you won this?
Well, he wasn't driving.
I wasn't driving.
He won some contests there before.
Won some contests before he ever killed one.
Well, and then the first turkey that any of us ever killed was Doug. It was he took off to Hickman County on some property Tom Burke, a friend of ours, owned, and we thought, go have fun, spend the day, have some fun, And when we come to Herky's that morning, opened up, there's Doug sitting in the parking lot with a turkey.
That's what he's supposed to
And
do.
didn't know what to do with it. You know,
That's a whole nother story. You didn't know what to do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we were a check-in station. You know, you had to check in, and so we showed up. And, you know, we shot the bird right at daylight, and showed up, and Herky's wasn't open, so we couldn't check it in, and so we went to Giant Foods. Where Greg Brown, your cousin,
they
he was
waited.
the driver.
Yeah.
You know, he was 16, I was 14, and so he was the driver. We went and waited in the produce section, and then we finally waited on the store to open. They showed up, you know, and then so everybody's coming in. That bird sat in the back of the truck, you know, all day long.
Well, if you kill a deer, what's the first thing you got to do when you kill a deer? You're supposed to field dress it.
Well,
field dress it.
field dress, then
Drive it around.
Then drive around. Yeah. So Doug comes in with a turkey, and somebody said, you probably need to field dress it.
Yeah. And so I said, well, how do you do that? And I missed the part where they said you got to cut from the
vent.
The vent's a very good word to use.
That's right.
Yeah, very good word to use. And you cut from the vent up to the breastbone, and you get everything out. You know, well, he didn't tell me that, so I'm trying to put a hand.
You tried to reach in without cutting.
Yeah. So anyway, that's.
Oh, I remember it distinctly.
Yeah. So we finally got it cleaned somehow or another, and got it up on the wall. But you know, it's come so far now. And like I said, when I go to schools now, if I was putting out one of those mouth calls, especially in Culleoka or Richland, or you know, or you're in Giles County or anywhere in Lawrence County, and you pull a mouth call out, they know what that is.
They can't imagine that not having turkeys and deer around.
No,
you know,
my boys are spoiled. So we were blessed at the time because we didn't know what we were missing, but we knew what we wanted to have.
That's right.
And we were in the front end of it. So at the right age, we were just
we were blessed to live in that time.
Yeah, we were eat up with it. And my boys say now that I can shoot a deer anytime I want to. Walk out the back door and get a deer.
Yeah, it was something to us. So.
And one of the things I've said too is that, you know, that it's tough, and this is where the governor's hunt, you know, is we really need more kids going. You know, we need more people going, because I've said this more often than not. I said, if you know, you'd put the drug dealers out of business if you can bottle up that feeling that you get.
Yeah,
when
if you can get
that turkey coming in,
that euphoria is nothing like it.
I mean, you'd be. Hey, listen, that'd be it. It's the best. It's the best there is. There's nothing better.
As I said, most states, most every state is starting R3 projects.
Yeah.
And if you're out there watching this, look up R3 projects for hunting and getting back to hunting. It'll tell you a lot about it.
And it's not just males.
No. The biggest
females.
demographic now
That's
that
right,
you can
women.
gain is women in the
They
outdoors.
want the organic food that doesn't have anything in it, and they want to know what this hunting thing is all about. And once they get out there and figure it out, they say, "Man, I love this."
Well, we're starting some projects that we've got things right in the works right now where we're taking properties. There'll be properties that will be wildlife management areas for only new hunters. So they'll get to go hunting a couple times with a mentor, and once they kind of get it and then understand it, then they can go to some of the other wildlife management areas. But you hate to throw them in there, and they'll not know what they're doing. You know, somebody will start hollering at them for walking under their stand.
So that's where I learned how to kill a turkey without calling, though.
Well, I finally, like all these years, I mean, I finally have convinced my daughter, you know, that one thing, she's deer hunted with me, and she's graduated college and everything. But she's gonna go turkey hunting with me this spring.
Right.
Yeah, and I just can't wait. I told her last my birthday's in April, and so I said, all I want next year for my birthday is you get in the turkey woods with me. And just I said, because
be careful what you wish for. I've got one that I can't keep up with now. She elk hunt, she mule deer hunt, she whitetail hunt.
You know where she is, though.
But that's right. I know where she is.
You know where she is.
In fact, she's getting married in October. And
congratulations.
And they're what their honeymoon is. They're going to be elk hunting together in Colorado. So that's what they're doing.
Oh God, that's awesome right there. Yeah, I can tell she's good.
Well, she said when she told me she's getting married in October, I said, whoa. oh, wait a minute. I said, that's.
Oh, wait.
I said,
What are you doing here?
that's hunting season.
right.
You realize that you'll be, every year your anniversary is going to be right in the middle of hunting season. She said, well, Dad, that's the point. We're going elk hunting while after we get married. So.
My daughter's birthday was October the 5th. I didn't do very good math on that deal. So, I had to have a beeper in the woods whenever deer season was going on. So,
The first muzzleloader weekend that I missed was when Wynn was born.
Yeah. Well,
November the 10th.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the middle of
some
it.
bad planning there on your part.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, so we've got off. I mean, and I know this is. I would rather sit here and talk about.
Well,
hunting.
yeah. I know. Well, and we're here tonight. We're here at this because it's a Governor's Hunt Guides dinner. So
how many you think you'll be here tonight? You think?
Probably 60, 70, 75 people. So we have about 100 guides and we have about 100 hunters that participate in the Governor's One Shot. So if somebody out there would like to guide, we'd love.
Our cameraman Ty, who's walking around here, we're trying to convert him into being a guide, but he's.
Contact me if you'd like to be a guide on the Governor's One Shot. We'd love to have you if you got turkeys and got a good place. It's So we have check in on the day before opening day. It'll be on the 11th. They'll come in. All the guides and hunters will get a swag bag with lots of goodies in it, and they kind of get together.
$300 worth of product in the swag.
Well, I got a belt on that I got from
it's a
few
groove
years ago.
like belt.
I
Get
got
rid of those Apex shells.
I tell my hunter, I said, listen, you just need one. I'll keep these other two till you need it.
These hunters, they pay a donation to the TWRF, to the foundation to kind of just conservation dollars. But guides, they don't have to pay anything. They get to participate. They get the swag. They get everything just for helping us with it. They get to go just for helping us with it. So it's a win-win for everybody. And,
we're always recruiting guides. It's been a.
Well, I think what's helped on the guide part, for me personally being a guide, is that you get to hunt as well.
Right.
Your priority is your hunter.
Yeah.
You want to make sure they have a good hunt. You want the safety and everything involved with that. But then you also are allowed to hunt as well, so it can be a team competition.
Yep. It's a competition too. That's another thing. It makes a little friendly competition there. So, but we weigh. We have TWA staff that will score these turkeys and weigh them and give you a total score as a team, and then
that's all day Saturday before the banquet. So
at the factory.
That's right, at the factory in Franklin.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I think that to me, it's like we've gone and it's like we've been successful the last few years. Haven't won. That's okay though. But it's just I love sitting with all the other hunters and hearing the stories. There's always some crazy stories that happen.
It's so
and some good turkey hunters from really all over the southeast.
All over the
Sam
nation.
Clement's been with us as long as anybody.
That's right. And Preston Pittman comes in and hunt. There's so many of those big turkey hunters come in and do this. It was so funny when we first started doing this. It was a struggle to get people involved and get people to do it. And now it's gotten to be the event of the year, and you have Beretta calling you have Browning calling you, GSM Outdoors. If you're not familiar with GSM Outdoors, look them up. All the brands they have. I mean, they own Avion, they own so many of these outdoor brands, and they're right in the middle of this. I mean, they're a title sponsor of this thing, and they're calling.
It's amazing how we've grown from the early days to now.
Well, what was it? It was in Pulaski.
Yeah.
I remember right, and it was at the Corbin Distillery there,
and we at Cardinal Shipping. Yeah, we
folks said we used to feed the whole town of Pulaski.
Yeah. I hated to leave Giles County. But it was
outgrew it.
It wouldn't hold 500 people. And you got over 500
didn't
people.
Have the hotels for the
and in the event venue, you didn't have a place that would hold 500 people. Now it's at the factory.
We
in
have
Franklin.
some good stories from the Giles County days.
Oh yes, we do. Yeah, we do.
Old Double Barrel. And
no Daryl Singletary and all of them used to come down. We miss old Double Barrel Daryl. Yeah. So the same time we did this, they had a lot of these country singers had a thing called Country Goes Hunting in South Georgia, and we would all go down to South Georgia and do Country Goes Hunting with Red Akins and Daryl Singletary and a lot of them down there were doing. It was kind of the same thing, just a big turkey hunting competition with the,
And it was earlier than ours.
Yeah. It was a fun thing. But,
well, I can't, as a hunter, and just, I don't know other way to say it, but I appreciate what, you guys and the Federation does.
The foundation just raises money for TWRA for whatever their conservation needs are. So, and we also do. Did we talk about the raffle? Did we talk about the state's raffle? Yeah, we also do that. There's a couple things we do that
We have
raises.
a membership drive, and when you get a membership, you get what, Johnny? You get a long range shoot, a turkey shoot, a good dove shoot.
Yeah, it does. It's a big.
Sometimes a pheasant tower hunt.
Yeah, it's a big thing for TWRA to have the foundation to support it. I mean, we hear it all the time from the director and the commission, and they all come to the one shot and participate. It's a big turkey hunting party.
Yep. It's fun. It's fun. So.
And we're built a little bit different than people that are in the law enforcement side of things and the agency that works for the state and stuff. So we have different contacts, and it's a way to get all those people in the same room,
Get everybody together and everybody with the same goal.
with the same goal, and get things done.
Yep. It's just a really good fundraiser for TWRA to have.
Well, I hear some guys are starting to kind of roll in here.
They are.
You're fixing to be on.
Yeah.
I think
That's another thing. If you're a guide, you get to come to this, and we'll have a good
They'll have
steak
a-
dinner. If you hadn't been to Campbell Station, have one of these steaks. I'm telling you,
Listen,
they're
I'm
really
telling
good.
you right
steak.
now, the Campbell Station is a best place you can come eat a good steak. There
Catfish.
is. You ain't got to wear a coat and tie. Come in here.
No. So
And,
there's a bunch of turkey hunters going to come in here in a minute, and
Come in here. And,
we're going to have a steak, and
and the stories and lies will be.
we're going to have a steak and talk turkey.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Well, I want to, just wrap up and thank you guys for,
Thank you, Doug.
all you guys do, and more importantly, I thank you for your friendship.
Well, we've been
y'all
friends a
good
long
friends.
time, like you said.
Appreciate it.
And so,
Keep
I
on
just
hunting.
keep on hunting, keep getting out there, enjoy the outdoors, and and just enjoy this land that God's blessed us with. They don't make any more of it.
Yep. And you know somebody that's not a hunter, take them hunting, make them a hunter.
That's right.
Once they do it, like you said, once they feel that euphoria of being out there doing it, it's addicting.
Yeah, and what Ben
You
Rogers,
can
Ben
feel
Rogers,
a turkey gobble in your chest.
well, Ben Rogers said something that stuck with me, and I say it to this day. Someone says, I've never turkey hunted. He said something. He said, you better have a good wife and a good job because you're going to lose one or both. You start turkey hunting, you're going to lose both. And luckily, I've got a good job, and it helps me. I get to wear camo in my work. I can look at properties, and then, I have a great wife who puts up with me for, she knows I'm going to be gone.
I do too. I get to wear camo, and my wife is as supportive as she could be.
That's right. That's right. But hey, thank you guys for watching this. Ty behind I didn't say that, but Ty Sutley, he's associate broker with us as well. He's been nice enough to handle the camera and then all the work back there behind the scenes because I don't know how to turn anything on or off or nothing. So thank you guys. Have a blessed day.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it, Doug.
All right, man. All right.
Good to see you again.
All right.
brother.
Now I'll do this when it's over. Is that how we do it?
We're out.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for listening to Tennessee Dirt, presented by Mossy Oak Properties, Tennessee Land and Farm. And be sure to visit us at mossyoakproperties.com to connect with our team and our collection of listings located throughout the state of Tennessee.